What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Brain Waves. How is everyone doing today? I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. I want to talk to you all about some of the recent celebrities, namely Tori Kelly, Lil Durk, and Bronny James. What is going on with them? There has been a lot of mysterious situations that have been taking place with them. They have been in the news because of such. And so I kind of want to connect the dots and explain and just talk about what's going on. For those of you that are currently able to view this live stream, we are seeing Tori Kelly on the screen, okay? I'd like to welcome those of you that are here in the chat. Feel free to come through and say hello. And while I'm on this subject, if you haven't done so already, I kindly ask that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure you select all. If you are a current subscriber and you do not get notifications, please try to unsubscribe, immediately resubscribe, and then hit the notification bell and select all. Also, get the likes up when you come into the building. I greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate you because you do not have to hit the like button. But I appreciate you doing so, and I appreciate your support. Much love to you for doing so. Also, feel free to comment here in the live chat. Comment in the comment section when this becomes a replay. You also can participate on my shows as a co-host, including this one. So if you are here and you are live and you're able to come on camera and or have your audio heard, then you can come on as a co-host. I can bring multiple co-hosts on. So if you're here in the live chat and that's something you want to do, just mention it in the chat. I like to mention that and remind people that that's something unique that I do on my shows that most other content creators in this space will not allow. Okay, so just let me know in the live chat. A couple of house rules. Please keep in mind whether you're a co-host or you're a participant in the chat or you come back in the comment section. No trolling. We don't do that around here. Please be respectful. Don't get into no crazy beef with anybody in the chat. That includes me as well. I mean, obviously, I welcome healthy conversations, but keep the conversations clean. Keep the chat clean. You all know I deal with enough as it is when I try to go live. I deal with enough restrictions. I tried to go live earlier, as a matter of fact, and I had to delete the stream. Okay, they just shut the stream down. I almost couldn't even access and get back in. It didn't make sense. I checked my computer resources. Everything was fine. It just was completely out of nowhere. So due to the advances in technology and the algorithms, they're getting more and more smart. So I have to get, and people like myself in this space have to get more and more creative with what we talk about and how we deliver it to you. So with that being said, I wanted to leave this up so that right now everything looks peachy. So I'm going to back up a little bit and go to what Tori Kelly had posted the other day. We're looking at her Instagram, okay? Many of you don't know Tori Kelly is a very popular singer. She started out doing gospel. I believe she does other songs. A lot of people do other genres and stuff like that. But nonetheless, she's a very popular singer, okay? She's been out for a while. She's a professing Christian. You can notice the big difference in the presentation. Notice how clothed up she is. Just kind of want to put that out there. Notice how much clothes she has. I mean, this is a married woman. I just kind of want to throw that out there for you ladies, you modern day ladies, to take note that you don't have to reveal all of this stuff about yourself to not still be attractive and beautiful. To me, I think Tori Kelly is a very attractive woman. She looks good to me. I know she's a married woman, but I'm just saying, she keeps her clothes on and she's tasteful, right? And she's in the industry. Just want to throw that out. She is in the industry because you do hear this argument that, oh, you know, if you're in the industry, you've got to basically show all of your body. But I do like to kind of elaborate on that while I'm on that subject, and I'm going to switch gears. Again, those of you that are wondering why I'm talking about certain things and why I'm waiting, as I mentioned, the algorithms are getting very, very smart. They are using AI technology. Okay. Just got to let y'all know they are using AI technology. So it's getting increasingly challenging for content creators like myself to just roll into certain things the way that I want to. All right. But with that being said, back on the subject that I was saying, you see, Tori Kelly is very tasteful with her dress. This is when I see, and then let me just tell you, ladies, real quick while I'm on this subject. When I see you ladies dressed tasteful, you do not understand, me as a masculine man, how attractive that is, how classy that is, how that puts you in the category, right, of potentially being wiped up, right? I just kind of want to say that, right? That puts us in the, or you ladies in the category, rather, of potentially being wiped up. And on that note, I do want to say is that when you have, my fellow sisters, right? The industry does like to over-sexualize you all. It's just facts. And so that's something that if you are in the industry or you are looking at, I mean, I don't know why you want to go into the industry at this point in time. I've talked about a lot about what's going on and the reasons behind it. They're not good. But in any case, if you're there, just be cognizant of that because that's something that they're going to try to do to further your career. This outfit right here is probably the most revealing outfit I've seen here with her. And still, she's still pretty clothed up. So anyway, what I want to really get into, and I want to shout out a couple people in the chat. All right, what's up, Sharina? I always appreciate you being here. It's always a pleasure. What's up, KB? Salute to you. You all don't have to take your time being here. Shelly, what's up, Shelly? She says we aren't really free if we're not free to speak. I mean, welcome to the world of YouTube, Shelly. I've been saying this for a while. Other content creators have been saying this for a while. We are not free to speak. And on that note, I'm going to go live almost immediately after I get done, right? After I get done, I'm going to almost immediately go live. And I want to talk to you all about a subject on this note. What note am I referring to? Shelly saying we aren't really free if we're not free to speak. Okay. So I'm going to talk about this subject. What's up, Viper? Shout out to my mods in the chat. Okay. I see. That's what's up, Viper. I was wondering about that. I saw that. I was like, did somebody else make you a mod? Okay, you changed your name, but that's what's up, right? Shelly know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. And so because of that, and also I tried to go live about another particular subject and it got completely shut down. I mean, I'm talking about within like less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to have to redo or relaunch. I don't know if I'm going to make a video or if I'm going to do a live. I'm going to have to try to do that one maybe either later today or tomorrow. And I'm going to have to just completely restructure everything. You should understand what I mean when I say the words that I'm saying by restructure. I don't even want to come out and say what I'm talking about because I have to speak in this way. But I'm going to elaborate on something crazy. In any case, I see Shelly says, yeah, classy. Ladies, take note. Okay, she's not the only one. You can still be drop dead gorgeous and you can still be classy, okay? So, on this note, if you don't know, with Tori Kelly, since we're on the subject of her, she had left a note on her Instagram 2 days ago, right? It says, "Hi friends, as you may have heard, I'm dealing with some unexpected health challenges. It has been been a scary few days, but I can feel your prayers and can't stop thinking about you. I'm feeling stronger now and hopeful, but unfortunately, there are some things to uncover." Now, notice what she said. She says she's hopeful, but unfortunately, there are some things to uncover. And remember, I'm going to switch gears and jump to Bronny James. What did LeBron say about Bronny James's health condition? Let me show you. Let me see if I can pull this up for y'all. Okay. If I can pull this up. Okay, yeah, I'll just show this to you because I just want to jump right into it. And I have to be extremely strategic these days because, like I said, I don't want to have any interference with my streams. And I just don't even know what to say. I just been having crazy interference. Anyway, if you look at this statement about what LeBron James has recently said, again, 2 days ago also, he says, now mind you, and I don't want to say side note, notice how LeBron James issues this statement 2 days. Tori Kelly issued this statement on her Instagram 2 days, which is very similar. What is the similarity? LeBron James says, "We feel you and I'm so grateful." He wrote in a tweet. "Everyone doing great," LeBron continued. He says, "We have our family together, safe and healthy, and we feel your love." Isn't this what Tori Kelly said? Notice this. He says, "We feel your love." Look what Tori Kelly says. Okay? She says, right here, "I can feel your prayers and can't stop thinking about you." That's very similar to about feeling your love. Okay? Let me go back to the LeBron James statement. All right? LeBron says, "We will have more to say when we're ready." Okay? But I wanted to tell everyone how much your support has meant to all of us. Now, notice LeBron says, "We will have more to say when we're ready." Okay? Pete Game. Tori Kelly has also said here, "But unfortunately, there are still some things to uncover." Okay? And might I add, when we go add little Durk situation, which I'm about to get into, there's a lot that's going on. There's more than meets the eye. Okay? There's more than meets the eye. And these people are in the industry. Okay? This is crazy. These people are in the industry. So you all have to understand, and I have to say this, regardless of where a person stands and where they are, these people have to do repeated ritualistic things. Okay? From anyone that thinks this is crazy or far-fetched, brushing your teeth is a ritual. You get up in the morning at the same time for work, for school, for your day. That is a ritual. You go to the gym at the same time. That is a ritual, right? All of these things are ritualistic. I just have to explain this because people seem to think that when I use the word ritual, they think it's some far-fetched thing. Okay? So all of these things are rituals. Let's keep this in mind. They're all rituals. And with that being said, people in the industry are no different. They have rituals that they have to do. So if you do not do these rituals, or you are about to go to the next stage in your career. So what does that mean? What do I mean by next stage? Brainwaves. Can you give me some examples? Absolutely. I'm so glad you asked. So when you go to the next stage, this could just simply be another album as a musician, another song, another show, concerts, touring. For an actor, this could be another film, another TV show, another season. For an athlete, this could be another stage of your career. Say you go from college, or you go from high school into college, or you go from collegiate into pro. Perhaps you switch teams. Maybe you get ready to be a draft pick, et cetera, et cetera. I'm saying all of this for a reason, because one thing you're going to find between where Tori Kelly is and where Little Durk is and where LeBron is, LeBron as well, while I'm on the subject. LeBron also is about to make a transition. He's about to retire with his career, right? LeBron set all these records. He did it. He established his name, established his brand, and got his son up and coming. And he was set to actually retire and his son take the torch so he could sit back and watch his son. However, you've had these situations take place, at least with Bronny James, and now with him suffering cardiac arrest, this puts a lot of things in question. I mean, we don't know for sure. Maybe he'll go back and play. Maybe he'll pull a Damar Hamlin. Maybe it'll be his clone. Did I say that? Clone? Oops. Did I use the magic word clone? Maybe that'll go out and do it. I don't know. There's no telling. We don't know. But one thing that we do know is that there's something that's going on more than just simply these stars, these celebrities just had a random health situation. Okay. Will we actually find out what Tori Kelly's going to say? She said there's still some things to uncover, as well as LeBron says he will have more to say when we're ready. LeBron, Bronny, James, and crew, the James family will speak on this. So what I want to say is there's some possible reasons behind this. And what I want to know is, are they going to truly give us the tea, or are they going to give us a decoy? Now, many people are suggesting, and do not put this in the chat, do not say this. I don't want anyone to show this, especially they are definitely watching me. Okay. They're watching me more than just about any other content creator out here. I'm just saying. Like, I literally almost every time I go live, once I start talking about certain things, if I go there, all of a sudden the stream locks up. Stuff happens. It gets canceled. It gets shut down. Things get blocked. Visibility gets blocked. I can't make no money from it, et cetera, et cetera. Do you see where I'm going? And yes, other content creators experience it, but as I've been saying this like a broken record, not to the extent that I do, right? Not to the extent that I do. They experience it. I experience it 100%. As a matter of fact, like I said earlier, for those of you that are just now joining me, I went live earlier. Some of you may have seen that, and I literally had to just delete the whole live stream. And that's what they want. And I'm going to do a live stream shortly after I go live now and get done talking about this situation. I'm going to go live again, and I'm going to explain to you all exactly what's going on. Okay? And I want to give a shout out to the homie New Breed Global Truth, because he actually talked about this, and you could say I'm piggybacking off of what he talked about, but I give credit where credit is due, and that's where I noticed it. Or let me back up a little bit. I saw this before because I'm a gamer and tech reviewer, and I do so much stuff. So I see a lot of stuff all the time as it relates to video games, right? But I just didn't really thoroughly follow up with it, or I wasn't paying attention when I originally saw it, and it didn't cross my mind. And now, thanks to New Breed, he did a video. I'm aware of it, right? So I just want to give respect and credit where respect and credit is due. I'm not a hater, and I know people don't sit up there and promote my channel on their channel. Not often. I mean, sometimes they do. They used to in the past. I don't really get promotions, but I have no problem shouting out where content may come from. So I'm going to say it again in the video, but it's going to talk about what I've been experiencing recently. With this being said, I want to know what the more that they both have to say. And we're going to say even with Little Durk, because let me get into Little Durk's situation, right? What y'all don't understand is that there is some rumors. Now, Little Durk, quote unquote, passed out, right? They say he passed out during a show because of exhaustion. Let's put this out. Okay. Earlier this month, you see TMZ reported that Little Durk spent the week in the hospital with severe dehydration and exhaustion after falling ill in Ohio. The medical emergency caused Durk to miss a handful of concerts in Europe and a scheduled appearance at the EPSI Awards. Okay. Now listen, he cancels over 20 concerts. Right? You see the same thing. Madonna fell out. Now, why is it that all of these celebrities are having health issues? Because I know a lot of people want to point to the juice. I know a lot of people want to say they drunk their juice. And please do not say any of this in the chat. You can say juice. You can say the V word. You can say the C word. Like literally the C word, the V word, the J word. You can show, a juice bottle, a juice box. You can show a beverage. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do around here. We're going to show beverages, right? And I have to be very strategic because, again, I want to say so much more, y'all, but I want to apologize up front. They are really on to me. And again, I'm going to elaborate why in the next video shortly after I get done with this stream, okay? So stay tuned. Many people are saying it has something to do with them drinking juice, and that could be a possibility. However, what I would like to elaborate is I want to go back to what I was saying about AI and about the advancements in technology, and how I had a video out Also about Snoop Dogg speaking about how artists are not getting paid. And we currently see what's going on with Hollywood. Writers are on strike, actors are on strike. It's crazy, right? So there is a bigger agenda as it relates to celebrities. And a lot of these celebrities at this point, what they're trying to do is limit their resources, limit their reach. Why are they limiting these celebrities' reach? Because each of these celebrities are becoming increasing vocal. They're getting more and more exposure. A lot of these things are just strategic timing and rituals. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all something, right? I'm gonna try to slide a little bit of what I was talking about earlier. I tried to talk about Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD is no longer with us. Many of you know this, right? And let me see if I want to slide this in. Now, Juice WRLD, I'm gonna do it like this. Let me switch gears. Since we're talking about Bronny James, let me see if I can show y'all this. Okay, if you take a look at the screen, do y'all see what Bronny James has behind his ear? Okay, if you're looking at the screen, I have the cursor going right here. I want y'all to kind of zoom in. I try to zoom in so it's a little bit bigger and y'all should be able to see. Can everyone see what's behind Bronny James's left ear? Can y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see what I'm circling. I'm circling it if you're able to watch. Okay, I see Norma sees it. Norma sees it. So if you're unable to see it, some of you may be driving or what have you, 999, okay? This is the tact, okay? Viper sees it. What's up, Ariana26? Ariana sees it. Jackie sees it. Okay, so y'all see it, right? Sharina sees it. KB sees it. Everyone sees it. 999 is tatted on himself, okay? Just let that marinate for a second. Let that marinate for a second. Okay, I just want to kind of just let that marinate for a second. Now, one thing that I want to switch gears to, because this is what I tried to talk about earlier. I'm going to kind of sort of talk about it briefly here, because I don't want to say no one isn't talking about this, but people aren't making the connection with this, because a lot of people only want to say that everything that's going on has something to do with them drinking their juice bottles. Okay. All right. And I want to show you let me put this on the screen. I want to show you what Juice WRLD says. While we're at it, we're looking at a couple of scriptures. Leviticus 19:28 says, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the deleted, nor print any marks upon you." Okay, that's referring to tattoos. I am the Lord. I know many people debate about tattoos, but I want to go somewhere in a second, right? Okay. Now, Leviticus 21:5, and I need to explain this because a lot of people have this one twisted. Leviticus 25 says, "They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make cuttings in their flesh." And cuttings in their flesh is referring to tattoos, because back in the day, they didn't have the ink technology like we have now. So they had to actually scar the flesh, cut into the flesh to make the tattoo. And so that's why it's referred to as cutting of the flesh. Okay. Now, one thing I want to say, because a lot of people say, "What? You mean I can't be bald? I can't shave?" Some people have this misconstrued. What this scripture is actually referring to is back in the day, and let me just put this on the screen because I just need y'all to see and understand. Okay. You'll see what I just said. Now, it's a particular kind of shaving or cutting of the hair. Now, it was a ritual. Did I say that word? It was a ritual. Or how did ICQ? Y'all remember the chat way back in the day called ICQ? When you get a message, you'd be like, I'm gonna have to start doing it like that. So ICQ says that it was a ritual custom Of the heathen. What? Of the Christian? Of the believer? No, it says of the heathen, right? A ritual custom of the heathen to cut or trim their beards and hair, listen, into special shapes, right? Listen, into special shapes in honor of a particular pagan deity. You know how these queens and kings all up on this Egypt worship and stuff, right? They say to honor the sun god Ra, the ancient Egyptians had their dark locks cropped short or shaved with great care, so the hair that remained on the crown appeared in the form of a circle surrounding the head, from which the halo derives, while the beard was dressed in a square form. Alternatively, a round bald spot might be shaved on the head. Now, it is this type of false worship the Bible forbids, okay? And I need to make this clear because I'm going to kind of go somewhere with tats. Shaving one's beard and cutting one's hair for normal good grooming is something entirely different and not at all condemned in the scriptures, okay? In fact, the Apostle Paul takes great pains to address proper grooming of one's hair in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 2 through 15. It's also in Genesis 41:14, Acts 18:18. Okay, look at this. So Paul still remained a good while in Acts. Then he took leave of the brethren and sailed for Syria, and Priscilla and Aquila were with him. He had his hair cut off at Centuria, for he had taken a vow. So I just kind of want to explain, because a lot of people say, you know, if you shave your hair, you're not really repping the Most High. You know, you got a lot of people, you got a lot of Hebrew Israelites who practice that. Look, there's nothing wrong with growing your hair or cutting your hair. But what's wrong is when you get certain designs put in your hair, right? And in your beard, you're doing certain things that are ritualistic. Okay? Look at this. Genesis. It says the Pharaoh, and Genesis 41:14, then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him quickly out of the dungeon. And he shaved. Wait, Joseph shaved? But I thought shaving was supposed to be blasphemous. I thought it was supposed to be forbidden. But yet Joseph, who God put second in command in Egypt, he shaved, right? Then he changed his clothes and he came to Pharaoh. Okay? And then let me come here with Acts, because I just need y'all to see the receipts so I can go there. Acts 21:24 says, take them and be purified with them and pay their expenses so that they may shave their heads. Okay? So, shaving in itself is not a problem. Okay? So I just had to clarify that. Now, but remember, going back to the tattoos here, we can't be putting these tats and printing on our bodies. I know a lot of people, it is what it is. Some people have gotten tats before they changed their ways or repented. You know, it is what it is. I know people getting tats. That's another conversation for another day. But what I want to specifically say, that when you get certain tattoos, you bind yourself. Okay? Notice what I'm talking about. You bind yourself to certain things. And this is why the Most High is saying for us to not put tattoos on our body. Because you make spiritual connections and you're taking part in rituals and you're doing things that you may not even realize that you're doing, right? Okay, now, Stephen is talking about something that I'm about to allude to. Stephen Riley, what's up, Stephen? It's a pleasure you're here. I hope you subscribe, fam. I hope you hit the like button. You're probably doing it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your comments. Again, thank you everyone that is here, and thank you everyone that comes here in a replay. Stephen Riley says, y'all know that the mark of the beast is going to be the chip that's going to be in your right hand or forehead where you can't buy and sell. Stephen, I'm so glad you said that, because I'm going to allude to that in my next video, my next stream. I'm going to allude to that right in my next stream. Now, not only is this the mark, but what I want y'all to know is that people are taking the mark. Okay, watch this. Let me just show y'all. And then I'm going to get back to what I'm talking about. Okay, and I need to break this down, because if I don't break this down this way, I may be unable to show you all. As much as I want to just jump into certain things, I just can't. I just can't, because they're on to me with a lot of stuff and a lot of truths. So with this being said, speaking of what Stephen said, Revelations chapter 13, verses 16 through 17. This is the King James Version, right? Always had all these pop-ups coming up trying to push their ads. Anyway, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, I want to show you about something else, because I'm gonna go anywhere. Let me just show you this. Okay. For those of you that are uncertain, right? It says, let him that, and this is in Revelation as well, chapter 13, verse 18. It says, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666. Okay. It also states that if one is wise and has understanding to count the number of the beast, which is also the number of man, the number comes to 666. Watch this. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all this. I just got to go here and I got to paint all of this. Look at this. And I want to show videos, but right now, unfortunately, I can't show too many videos. I will try to get into that content in the next stream shortly after this one. Immediately, I will be going live shortly after this one. Now, it says the king admitted that he's always been fascinated with the number 6. And that's because it provided so much symbolism. Here we go. Symbolism for him in relation to his family and himself. Why I wear number 6? There's multiple reasons. One, because 23 is one of my favorite 23 is one of my favorite numbers. Okay. And y'all know what 2 times 3 is, right? 2, 4, 6. Y'all understand what 2 times 3 is, right? 23 is one of his favorite numbers. I be telling y'all the numerology, right? 2 times 3 is 6. He says as well. So 2 times 3. No, so look, I didn't even read the rest of it. Now let me open up the article because it goes even deeper. Okay, so let's see if I can get this bigger so y'all can see it. I wanted to play the video, but right now I'm gonna kind of avoid that. I might go into that in another stream. I may attempt to go into that when I attempt the redo of the show that I did that got blocked. Anyway, he says he also wears it because of his son's birthdays. Now, why is it that conveniently LeBron James's son's birthdays are on 6? Okay. So look at it. You know, when he first came to Cleveland, he had 23. That still was 6, right? Then he changed it to 6 when he was at Miami. It's still 6. Then he changed it back to 23 when he was at LA. So just him changing his name 3 times is 3 sets of 6. Right? Peep the game. Then we come down here and the family aspect, right? He says Bronny James Jr., who celebrates his birthday every October the 6th. There we go. Then his second son, Bryce Maximus James, was born in June, the 6th month of the year. As a numbers guy, that means LeBron is into numerology. He felt the number 6 was meant for him to be donned on the basketball court. So he's representing that whole push, right? He's representing that whole push. Okay, now back to Bronny James. Bronny James has also been seen with the number 6, as I showed you all. Okay, just in case you're just now joining me, here's Bronny James, and you can see it. But you're like, Brainwaves, that's not 6. Yes, it is. It's 666 upside down. They're just being creative with you. Just like the number 6 is in the word Disney. There's 3 6s. Take a look. just in case y'all didn't realize, right? Let me show you something real quick. Let me just show y'all this, right? Just in case y'all were unaware of this aspect, okay? Just for the record. Okay. There's 3 6s in Disney. Here we go. Follow the cursor, y'all. Follow the cursor. Follow the cursor. Okay, are y'all following the cursor? There's 1. Okay, 1 here in the D. There's a 6 here in the dot of the I. And then there's a 6 here in the Y. Why do you think that these are like cursive letters? Okay, just trying to let y'all know, just trying to give y'all game. But y'all don't see stuff that's right in front of your faces. Okay, can't say I didn't tell you. So back to Bronny James. Again, he has them right here. And he has it in his head. He's been marked. So a lot of stuff is going on. There's more than meets the eye. And a lot of people don't realize what's going on. So what I want to say is when you get into the industry, I don't care if you're a pastor. I don't care if you're a gospel singer. Hello, Tori. Hello, Miss Tori. Miss Tori Kelly. You know, she's a professing Christian, but she's also a long-time member in the industry. And I told you there is rituals that you have to do in the industry. There's things you have to do. You have to do. You have to do. It's not optional. So even though Miss Tori Kelly does this, there is rituals that she has to do to be out here. Just like pastors. They'll let you go around and preach Jesus, preach Christ, preach the Bible, say this, scripture that. But behind closed doors, there's rituals that you have to do. And all of these people are involved in this. Now, let me get to Little Durk, because Little Durk hasn't gotten any much action here. Okay, I haven't really talked about Little Durk. So I had to talk about Little Durk. I said Little Durk. Oh my gosh. My bad. Little Durk, right? For those of you that don't know, I'll put this up. This is Little Durk. Now, look at what people are saying. Okay. There's a lot of information that's coming out about Lil Durk and what happened and where he's going and what's what. This whole stuff is crazy. You know, they said it was dehydration. If you take a look at this, as I mentioned earlier, they said he had severe dehydration and exhaustion. I'm going to say this. It only takes but so long to get pumped with IVs and solve the dehydration aspect, right? If someone is truly dehydrated, you're talking about within 24 hours, they're going to be filled with IVs and fluids. And for the most part, they'll be good. Let's say 2 days, right? Tops. I'm going to almost say the same thing with exhaustion. Between bed rest and Thanksgiving, you know, you're talking about a couple of days to a week tops. However, he's been out so much longer than that. And as I showed you, he's canceled over 20 concerts. Now, I'm going to throw Madonna in the mix because Madonna has canceled shows even as of January of 2024. It's still July. So if she just had a little bacterial infection and that was all to it, why is she canceling tours? Now, what I'm going to say is with all of these artists, they essentially want to shut down all of these artists. And I've been saying this. They want to replace these artists with AI. Okay? This is why Hollywood is under strike right now. The writers, the actors, they want to replace them with AI. AI is a big stickler. And I'm going to talk about this in my next live stream. I'm going to show y'all something. It's going to blow y'all top. Y'all going to be like, what? Like I said, the truth is right here in plain sight. Y'all know what I mean by saying the truth is in plain sight. Certain words I can't even say right now. I just have to kind of let it do what it does. I like what Viper says. Viper says, Lil Durk creeps me out. His eyes is sinister, and I didn't know he was connected until I seen him at Michael Rubin's white party. Yeah, so Lil Durk, like I said, all of these people are in the industry, right? Let me see if I can find something real quick for y'all. Now, you see here on the screen that the rumor is that they said dehydration and exhaustion yet it seems to be far greater, and that it's a heart-related issue. So now everyone is saying, well, why are all these people having heart-related issues? Why are these people having blood clots, like Miss Tori Kelly had a blood clot? And everyone's saying it has something to do with them drinking juice, right? That could be a scenario. However, there is something far greater going on. And essentially, they just want to shut us all down. Okay, do y'all remember during the pandemic how the entire world was shut down? You remember there was no production. People couldn't make songs. People couldn't, well, they could do stuff, but they had very limited means, right? Everything was virtual. People had to use technology. Hello, AI. People had to do all types of things. They couldn't film. Filming was shut down. Do y'all remember all of this, right? Past two and a half years or so, right? Things were just done. Well, we're back around at this time right now. Except things are open, but now we're coming around. And I've been saying this, they want to get rid of certain individuals. Right? It's just facts. The same way that they have censorship with certain content creators and things is the same way that they're doing with these artists. And they're trying to shut them down. And so these artists know about it. These actors know about it. These athletes know about it, et cetera, et cetera. And this is why you see that they have more to say. They have more to say, because you got to really stop and think, why would the powers that be let them come out and talk about drinking juice if that were the case? Do you really think they would allow them to come out and talk about drinking the juice? Do you really think they would allow any of these very influential people to talk about drinking juice? Right? Unless these people have nothing to lose at this point, or there's something more going on. And so I keep trying to allude to this about the technology and the ways they're going to replace. It's just crazy. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And I believe that this is going to come out, right? This is going to come out, because why is it that they're all having this issue? Now, I mentioned that there's many ways that you can make it look like someone had a cardiac issue without it being the juice. Because I like to say this, why is it that, and I strongly believe that the juice is actually a huge decoy for what's really going on. Okay? Many content creators are honed into it solely being the juice, and I feel like the juice is a big distraction from what's really going on, because you can give people things, they can drink things. You got to think about it. Why is it that the timing of the juice is very strategic, right? People say it's because they're drinking the juice. Well, why is it that they're having random times from quote unquote having these health issues, right? And why is it that other celebrities have drunk the juice and nothing has happened to them? And I know there's been conversation of placebo juice. You know, you're not getting brand name juice, you're getting the generic version of the juice, et cetera, et cetera. But I have to reinforce this point. And why is this, again, really for the most part only happening with celebrities? Now, one thing that I do want to elaborate is, I do also believe at the same time that the juice does have a lot of issues with a lot of people's health conditions, right? But it's not solely this. And I think that they want people to focus solely on that so that they don't focus on the overall goal, right? And the overall agenda and the overall mindset of replacing us with AI. Why pay an artist so much money when you can just use AI, keep them down, okay, disrupt the entire industry? Because I keep trying to tell you this. What they do is they create a problem and then they create a solution. This is how it works. They create a problem, then the masses will say, hey, help us. We need help. There's this big problem. What are we going to do? We have this big problem out here. And then they come in and they provide a solution. This is exactly what happened with the pandemic. They created a problem. They said, you know what location and what region in or should I say on the planet, and I'm speaking this way on purpose, y'all know what I mean. They created a problem, then the problem got out of control. What are we gonna do? The public was like, help, we need help. There's casualties at war, right? There's always casualties at war. They don't care. All they care about is the end goal, the end game, the agenda, right? Avengers Endgame. That's all they care about. Avengers Endgame. They don't care about the casualties in between, right? It's all about the goal. And so there were a lot of casualties, and the public was like, hey, we need a solution to this. What are we going to do? You know, then stuff was stopping and shutting down, and we're like, what are we going to do? So they created a solution to the problem, right? And so now, because people are dehydrated, people have to drink juice, because juice provides sugar and hydration. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, right? So this is a contributing factor. However, it's a far greater reasoning behind it. And that's what I want to elaborate, right? Yeah, Viper's right. Viper says it's crazy because they don't even give numbers anymore. It just disappeared. Yeah, because they hit their goal. So what they wanted to do was hit a certain number of the majority of the population, and they achieved their goal. And this was a test run for when they do the mark of the beast. Now, a lot of these celebrities have already marked themselves, okay? Because when you put this tattoo on you, it's a mark, right? Let me show y'all something what what's his name? What Juice WRLD has said that this means. Give me 1 second, because I got a bunch of tabs up and I don't want to. I got so many tabs up, it's crazy, man. Give me 1 second. Where did I put this thing at? Can't even find my own content to put up, y'all. This is crazy. It's just because I have to do this. All right. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. Let me show y'all something too, another code. So everyone's rocking this Juice WRLD tat, right? This Juice WRLD tat, and what I'm trying to do is kind of give y'all some of what I was going to give you earlier, because my original game plan was to go into this, explain the connections, then I could just jump specifically into this aspect of things. But everything works together to the good of those that love him. And so now I'm actually able to combine 2 in 1. Okay, so when you look here at Juice WRLD, right, it says his real name is Gerard Higgins. Obviously, he's no longer with us. He was an American rapper who was deleted in December 2019 at 21. Let me explain something to y'all, because once again, they are heavy in numerology. So December, right? December is 12. You add up the 1 and 2 in December, it's 3. 2019, you add up you take the 2, you drop the 0, you add the 1, that's 3, and then you add 9 to the 3, that's 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then his age that he was no longer with us was 21. 2 plus 1 is another 3. Do y'all see what I'm saying here? 369. It's all a derivative. Also, let me flip this on you too. December is 12. 2019 adds up to 12. And then 21 is a reverse of 12. So you have 3 sets of 12. Right? All of these are derivatives. And they're all linked to this 999 tattoo, right? Okay. Look at it. He had it on his left wrist and what? On top of his right hand. What do we talk about the mark of the beast? The right hand. And if you look at this tattoo here, it looks like 666. Like, sure, at this angle, it looks like 999, but if you turn your hand or you see it, it's actually 666. Listen, he always referenced the number in his music, on his merchandise, and on social media. And so I see a lot of people wearing this Juice WRLD paraphernalia, right? They walking around with Juice WRLD clothing. Watch this. Let me show you this. just get kind of a look real quick. And I'm gonna jump right back to where I am. All right, this stuff is insane, man. It's insane. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can. Okay. Like here's a perfect example. I just want to pull this up because I don't want to have any issues. So you can go buy this at Walmart. This is one of the Juice WRLD paraphernalia, and this is what you'll see. Just want you to see, a lot of kids don't understand what they do. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. A lot of adults don't understand this. They think it's fine because they're trying to put the spin on the number and make you think that it's about 999, but you got to understand these people in the industry have nothing to do with God. Okay? They have nothing to do with God. I repeat, they have nothing to do with God. Their Lord is the Lord of the underworld. Okay? If you has anybody watched Enola Holmes on Netflix? I recommend y'all to watch it. I highly recommend y'all to watch it. It starts with Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill. Let me just kind of show y'all. Okay? It's on Netflix. I highly recommend y'all to watch it, right? It's deep. Like I said, it stars Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. That's what many of you know her from. She's been in a couple other movies and stuff as well, obviously, but this is who it stars. Let's see if I can click. It starts Henry Cavill. He played Superman and he's the Witcher. You also have, gosh, I can't believe I forgot her name. You have this lady here, which she was Bellatrix on Harry Potter. You got a lot of people from a lot of casts, but in any case, you'll see a lot of things about numbers and wordplay and how stuff. And I recommend y'all to watch it. It's safe. You can pretty much watch it around kids. I mean, it's one of the safest things you can watch. It's very entertaining and it's pretty good. And I don't think a lot of people understand it. You have Enola Holmes and you're going to have Enola Holmes 2. There's a part 2 to it as well. Okay. So I recommend you watch part 1. It's a movie. It's not a series. It's a part 1, and then there's a sequel to it. And if you watch part 2, it's gonna kind of mess up with part 1 because they kind of like roll into each other. So like anything, just watch that. It's gonna help you to recognize wordplay and switching things around. And so this is one of the reasons why I go into this. But again, if you understand what I'm saying here, if you look at the number here, I see it for what it is. I see it for 666, but many of you are just going to see 999, and that's a part of the illusion and the deception. Now, going back to what Juice WRLD said it means, right? He had it on his right hand, and remember, that's where we received the mark. Okay? That's one of the places. So if you put this on your body and you tattoo your body, which the Lord our God forbids us to do, you are marking yourself. So for those of you waiting for the chocolate chip, and y'all know what I mean by the chocolate chip, right? For those of us that are waiting for the time where we receive the chocolate chip, that's already it. And while I'm on it, the juice is not the mark. Okay? Many people think that they have the syringe and they think that that's the mark. But the mark specifically says that no man will be able to buy or sell. Those that did not drink their juice still were able to retain their jobs. Some of them lost their jobs, but others were able to retain it. And regardless of whether you lost your job, you still were able to buy and sell. You had your credit cards, your debit cards, you were still able to go out and make transactions. So if you receive the actual, so I just want to make this clarification because a lot of people in the community are spreading misinformation. Even content creators, true content creators, they want to make it seem like you are stupid or something's wrong with you or you are done for because you took the mark, right? That's what they want to equate it to by drinking juice. They want to say this, you drinking juice. But again, people that did not drink juice have still been able to buy and sell. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, as Steven said, it's the chocolate chip. Steven saying it's the chip. Exactly. And I'm gonna get to this in the future live stream that's gonna come shortly after this one. Now that you're done for, okay? But I just want y'all to understand, for anyone watching this, share this with your friends, share this with your family. If you drunk the juice, it is not the mark. So you are not, your soul is saved. If you're a believer, you didn't violate what the Bible says. You didn't take a step back. Again, it was a bunch of misinformation. What that was a test run. And there's other agendas too. You know, they have other agendas. You drink the juice and all of a sudden you don't feel too well. You get a tummy ache because you drink the juice. And that's what we see what's happening with these celebrities. They're getting stomach aches, right? It's another agenda going on. They basically want to shut you down. They want to keep you from being able to be in health, to go out and perform and do the jobs that you do the things that you do. See, there's many ways behind this. That's just one of the ways. But what is the grand scale and what is the main reason behind it? Well, let me get back to this. Juice WRLD always referenced the number in his music, on his merchandise, and social media. Okay, the rap star said that the number was an inversion of 666, known as the mark of the beast. Need I continue anymore? We don't even need to say anything else after this. So Bronny James and all these people who have this mark and this tattoo, all of these celebrities have taken the mark. That's one of the marks. You either get it encoded on you or you get the barcode, because everyone that's putting this on them, they are in the industry, whether they are a big name or a little name, and they do these satanic rituals. They have to. They don't have a choice. See, many people think it's a choice and they're just choosing to do this. They have no choice. If you want to be seen, you want to be out there, you want to have the big bucks. That's why the Bible says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose your soul? You're going to lose your soul, but you're going to have the big bucks. You're going to have the big Instagram, social media accounts, products. You're going to be out there. Yeah, you big time now. Stephen is right. They're getting us ready to eat the chocolate chips. This was a test run. They wanted to see what it'll be like to shut things down and make it seem this is the only way to be open, right? Look at this real quick. See where people receive the mark. We're gonna go through this. Everyone's talking about it's related to Juice WRLD, and they're trying to flip it with spiritual significance and all of this. You should not put this on yourself if you are remotely a believer or a Muslim or any type of religion that is in somewhat of a similar mindset, right? Okay. Anyway, let me just show you the pictures here. Look like Bronny James. There it is. She has marked herself. People get it on their inner arms. Marking yourself. Look, she has it right there, right in the middle of the chest. Marking herself. Marking yourself. Marking yourself. Marking yourself. That's on the back of the elbow, by the way. Right there, marking yourself. Another mark. Let me tell you something. Fellas, if you see a lady and she, you know, you about to get it on and you see she got this, you might need to think twice before you hit. I'm just saying. You might need to think twice. If I was single out here or whatever, and I got with a lady and it got to that point, and, you know, we about to handle our business, and I see something like this, I'm like, nah, I pass. I'm take a pass on that. Pass, go collect 200. Pass, I'm going to go grind and get $200 worth of grinding and pass on that. You know, the body, the Bible talks about our body being a temple. Look, I'm telling you, man, y'all better watch out. Right there on the chest. Look, right in the middle. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all, this stuff is real. So when Bronny James and all of them having these situations, and what's crazy is Tori Kelly saying this, right? And something is weird. I don't know. Something doesn't make sense, because at this post here, I want to show you. She says 1 week out, right? This was a week ago. But this is when she was still healing. But she says 1 week out. I don't know if she's referring to she's 1 week away from being out of the hospital, or she's been out for 1 week. Man, you never know what these people. I mean, she's showing pictures here that she's out eating at a restaurant, but these could be old pictures, right? This photo shoot, this looks like these are older pictures. I don't think she's actually out of the hospital, but this is what, it's just weird. Yeah, she's got a photo shoot. These are old pictures and stuff, right? But in any case, 1 week out. So is she out of the hospital for 1 week? But she can't be, because people said they came here from the news, and they're praying for her recovery and praying that she heals. So then even later, she makes this post, which was just 2 days ago. She said she's feeling stronger. Look, she said she had planned for this week. So going back to her previous post, she planned for the same week to release her EP. But she says she knows her health must come first. Now, what I want to explain to you is, why can't they release her EP and then she just makes an appearance when she's there? Like, why can't they release the video? Hasn't the video for EP been recorded? Hasn't the song been recorded? I mean, how you gonna release a single if the song hasn't been done? So I just kind of want to show you some inconsistencies, even with Miss Tori Kelly, even with Miss Professing Christian. And I'm trying to let y'all know that everybody in the industry got to play the game. The best one to break this stuff down, because I ain't seen nobody put this connection together. No one. They just going to, oh, it's Tori Kelly. She's a Christian. She's da-da-da. She's good. That's it. They all have to play this game. I repeat, they all have to play this game. Again, why can't she release her great music to us while she's recovering? Can somebody explain this? Shelly Ray is right. She said, you'll know them by the fruits that they bear. And you're going to catch these celebrities in inconsistencies. Look, here is a potential sign of lying, right? And to comment on what Shelly has said, right? She says you'll know them by their fruits. Okay, she says she's a Christian. And I mean, I don't know whether she is or isn't. I know she started out doing gospel. But y'all, I used to work at a mega church. And I've done holy hip hop. I've been on stages with these folks. I've heard holy hip hop artists curse on stage multiple times. And I'm not talking about like a slip up. I've heard them curse on stage. You be like, what? And then the people in the audience were so mesmerized by the witchcraft that they were just steadily dancing. They ain't say nothing. It's crazy, man. This is insane. Okay, so look, back to her Instagram. She says 1 week out. So is she saying she is 1 week out of the hospital, right? She's showing poses that goes along with her taking pictures. She's having dinner meals. She very well may actually be out. You know, I want to say something else. Could this be a whole deep fake to make us think that she's having a health issue and she's not? Just to promote her album or promote her EP. This is the same way that happened with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx had his health scare. We still don't know what's going on. I already debunked that. Y'all can look at my videos. I talked about it. And just to come out to promote they clone Tyrone. And I don't know what's going on with Back in Action, because I thought Back in Action with Cameron Diaz was supposed to be released, but that's another conversation for another day. So Tori Kelly, a professing Christian, says 1 week out. Okay, she's taking selfies, out at eating. She's quote unquote doing a photo shoot, showing pictures of photo shoots like she's out and about, right? Can't even get some of the stuff to load. This might be one of the more believable ones. She might be at home chilling with her dog or whatever. And just more pictures here. Then she comes back here, does this post about health challenges, which was 2 days ago. So this was July the 27th, right? And then she says, of course, I'm heartbroken about all of the things I've had planned for this week of releasing my EP. Wait, what in the world? Where did this go? But I know my health must come first. Until I see you again, I still want you to enjoy a project that represents the happy place I've been in for the last few years. Isn't that what Jamie Foxx said? Y'all, peep game. Let me show y'all something. They running game on y'all. Isn't this the same thing that Jamie Foxx said about his health scare? Watch this. Man, I'm giving y'all the tea. Make sure y'all get the likes. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm the only content creator that can connect Tori Kelly to Jamie Foxx in this particular aspect. Nobody can connect these things because I see it, and that's why I'm experiencing it. Take a look at what Jamie Foxx said. Look, mind you, Jamie Foxx said it 7 days ago also. Yo, look at the timing. 7 days ago. The same time that Tori Kelly said her message. Peep game, y'all. It's as if AI is controlling all of these celebrities' social media and putting out these articles at the same time. Watch. Listen to what Jamie Foxx has said. I'm gonna replay it. Listen to what he said. Let's just listen. I'm gonna point it out. Okay. And it's the same thing that Tori Kelly is saying. The exact same thing.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back.
Now, I'm going to comment on the point, y'all, so just stay tuned.
I went through something that I thought I would never, ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting,
Here we go.
You know, or wanting to hear updates.
Listen,
but to be honest with you,
listen, Linda, listen.
I just didn't want you to see me like that, man.
There it is.
You know, I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes running out of me. And
there it is. That's all you need to hear. That's all you need to hear. He didn't want to, he wanted to be seen laughing and partying. Now, when we come back to Miss Tori Kelly, look at what she says. Okay? Look, of course, I'm heartbroken about all of the things I had planned for this week of releasing my EP. But I know my health must come first until I see you again. I still, listen, peep game, I still want you to enjoy a project that represents the happy place I've been in the last few years. Okay? There it is, the same thing that Jamie Foxx says. And she says, I won't let this hurdle prevent the music from being yours on Friday. So, when we come back here, is Tori Kelly trying to deceive us with saying 1 week out? Me putting the clues together, I strongly and sincerely hope that she's referring to her EP being 1 week out. But then when you come here, it's questionable based upon what she says, because she says, of course, I'm heartbroken about all of the things that I have planned this week of releasing my EP. And then she showed in this particular picture, as we looked at, all of this stuff going on. Now, if we click on her most recent post, which is 1 day ago, she says Tori is out now. So is she saying she's out of the hospital now? Is she here? What's going on? And it looks like this video was already pre-made. If you can look at it, this is her like pre-made.
Since then, I've been working on what's become the next chapter. When I first started working with John Bellion, we were just beginning to scratch the surface on a new sound that truly felt like my own.
Okay, and I don't know if I'm gonna get a ding for this, so that's why I didn't want to play too much of the audio, but it's like this has been pre-done. So, I mean, what is truly going on here? What is truly going on? And I want to tell you, I believe it's a combination of factors, because I want to get into the thing that I really want to talk about. I believe it's a combination of them drinking the juice, just like they done with us, right? That's one aspect of it. But there's a deeper aspect that what we see that's happening with celebrities and famous people is what is going to and or taking place with us as commoners right now. They want to shut all of this stuff off, right? They want to turn the TV off, and they don't want anyone to be able to change the channel. If you can't change the channel, how are networks going to be able to make money? Okay, y'all understand what I'm trying to say by networks. We, the people, are the networks. And I'm speaking this way on purpose because I'm highly intelligent enough to speak this way. They have a bigger agenda at play. And again, they just do not want these people to be out. Now, I know somebody had mentioned about Beyonce. You know, Beyonce and Taylor Swift, they're hoping that their concerts save the economy right now. Okay. They're going to be like last of the Mohegans in terms of them not being able to come out. And by that time happens, there'll be other technologies in place. So it won't matter either way to us. And we won't know the difference. You know, what's up, Viper? It's going to come to this time where we're going to have to essentially do this. Right? She says, I will throw my phone in the trash and live in the woods. Jackie is right. Jackie says, I don't believe anything those people say. You can't. If they're in the industry, I don't care if they're a Christian, a pastor. Y'all, I showed y'all about pastors in the industry. You know, these mega church pastors. And I got one story that I have to still cover. About Jamal Bryant. I just haven't gotten around to it because I've been busy and had things, and I try to push stuff up. Now, I'm with you, Shelly. We don't have to worry. That's what the Bible says. We do not have to worry. All these things must come to pass. Do not worry. Okay, so I'm not telling you all these things to worry, but I'm telling you all these things to educate you all. And I've said this once, I've said it twice, and I'm going to continue to say it. We're going to see an increase. Hear what I'm saying? An increase of famous people going through health conditions. Okay? You're going to see an increase of this. Right? You're going to see an increase. People have to stop and think, why is it that there's an increase? It's not like people all drunk the juice at the same time or just recently drunk the juice. Many of them have drank juice a long time ago. So why is it that conveniently these situations are happening on demand, on cue? You know, people used to talk about nanobite technology that was mixed in with the juice, and it just doesn't make sense because I don't hear anybody talking about that anymore. And they were saying that they'll be able to do this and activate that and et cetera, et cetera. They don't even need to go that far with people because we have AI. Viper, you silly. Viper says, but I need my phone in order to do banking transactions. Oh, I'm going to talk about that in the next video, Viper. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to take a short break and talk about it. Essentially, what I want to say is stay tuned for an increase rise. So what they have to do is take these celebrities into these positions, right? They have to put these celebrities in these positions, and then they're going to do an increase and a rise of implementing AI technology. And as you can see, Tori Kelly is in a position, according to what she says, to where she cannot actually do the things that she wants to with her EP. Well, in order to push and promote her EP or her music or her as a person, they're going to start using more AI. I keep trying to tell you this. I told you they got robots, right? How do you know that they won't issue or usher in the Bronny James robot? Right? Y'all don't believe they got robots. It's on the screen. I showed y'all this. Go look at my videos. How do we know they're not going to issue a robot called Bronny James? They can hit a jumper. They can do everything. It's on the screen. I be giving y'all the receipts. I've talked about this many times. And then, like I said, we see the connection to 6 with Braun. Then we see the connection with 6 with his son. And many people are doing these tattoos. And like I said, I gave you the clues with Juice World, and he literally is no longer here on a 666, and why these things happen at certain times and dates. And I talked about the same thing with Sinead O'Connor, about the numerology and how a lot of things add up to 11, and her birth date, and December 8th. Okay, the 12 in December plus 8 adds up to 11. And then her year, 1966. And I talked about how that adds up to 22. And that's a derivative of 11. And then she was 56 years old, which adds up to 11. Y'all see what I'm saying? There's a numerical pattern to this. It's not just a random circumstance. And a lot of other content creators don't understand it. They just think that it's just a random circumstance. This stuff is planned. And all of these people have an expiration date. These products have an expiration date. You know how food expires? It says some foods are good maybe just for a certain amount of days. Some food are good for a certain amount of weeks. Some foods are good for a certain amount of months. And some foods are actually good for a certain amount of years. Well, the same thing goes with these brands, these celebrities. Their time in the industry or their time at that particular level is good for a certain amount of time. And when that time is up, it will expire. Maybe they'll get thrown out. Maybe they'll get eaten up another way. Maybe they have to do something else here or there. But what you're going to see is an increase of this. So do not be surprised and do not be alarmed when you start seeing an increase of more athletes and more celebrities and more of this, because they already got Hollywood on lock. Hollywood is done. They effectively took care of Hollywood, and now they're working in other areas and other industries, and this is why we're seeing this. Notice how, and let me prove my point, right? Notice how right now, you're not really seeing any actors or actresses you don't see any actors or actresses having health conditions because of them drinking juice. Like none of them are having stomach aches because they drunk the juice. Have y'all noticed that? I'm the only content creator to really point this out. Recently, it's been basically all musicians and athletes, because those are the next two big industries that they're going after. Those are the two next big money makers. Those are the two next big sources. And what they plan on doing with all three, Hollywood and the sports industry and the music industry, is they want to unveil this technology. I showed this to y'all. This technology is already here. This is the perfect time and way to unveil this technology. So you're going to see an increase with this. Do not be alarmed. I'm giving y'all the game. I'm letting you know. And these people have done deals. They have done rituals. They have marked themselves. They're not believers. Okay. These people are not followers of the Most High. They're not Christians. Okay. And if they are, they have backslid. And I'm trying to let y'all know this because they will put on the fronts and they'll do whatever. And then you got all these people who don't know and they're praying for these people. Isn't that ironic? You got people praying for Satanists and devil worshipers, right? Luciferians. But then these same people that are praying for them won't even pray for you, who's actually a Christian, who's actually a believer. Isn't that the hypocrisy is real? And so if they're supporting these people without realizing it, what does it actually make them? By association. You're guilty by association, right? So what is it actually making these people? Yeah, Shelly knows this. She said, what's up with Amy Grant? I mean, hey, y'all know what time it is. You're going to see this across the board. Y'all going to see this across the board. Okay? A lot of people have been going through these things and these issues. Like, let me just break this down. We act like since 2020, this is the only time and the only reason why we've been having an increase of, we've been having an increase of these celebrities having these issues, right? These random issues. Celebrities been having random issues. You just got to do your research. You got to look at it. And before, it used to just be passed as drug use. Okay. That's what it used to just be coined as. You know, those celebrities, you know, they be using drugs. Somebody fell out. This thing has been going on for a long time, but they want you to think it's solely this. Like I said, it's in combination of. And they have an expiration date. And whatever their deal says, when that time is up, when that product expires, that's it. There is no way out of it. I mean, they receive the fame, and then after that, that's it. Their time is up. Some of them, like I said, they get thrown in the trash. Some of them get deleted. Some of them may still be here, but they ain't going to be out there. When your time is up, your time is up. And they all are on borrowed time. And this is why we're seeing this happen. So, you know, Steven's right. He says, look at what's going on the airplanes right now with AI robots on there working for the airlines. I'm telling you, I'm about to get to something in just a second. It's going to blow y'all top. Now, y'all know this is not the first time I talked about AI technology. I even showed y'all the little Simpsons video. I showed y'all the robots. I've showed y'all a lot of this stuff, right? But I'm about to show you something that's just going to be like too confirming here. Jackie's right. The church is just as bad. Y'all, I used to work in a mega church. I used to be I know with these celebrities. I used to be in holy hip hop, Christian rap. I had music out since 2006. I had albums in the store out since 2006. I'm coming up on 20 years of just having an album out. Now, I used to be out back in the day as another name with a lot of major artists. I used to perform with them and do all this stuff. This before stuff got really wild, right? And then you had to sign those deals in order to be all in. I didn't sign those deals. Okay? But nonetheless, I know about this stuff. It's crazy, man. And if they're in the industry, you can't take their word for it. I'm just sorry. You just can't. No matter who it is, especially if they're in it, if they haven't been out for a while, if they haven't stayed away. You know, like, for instance, I think somebody mentioned earlier about Kanye. I mean, we know what's up with Kanye being deeply in it. But, you know, he's kind of been out of it for a while, too, at the same time. He hasn't really had any new products. He hadn't done anything. We just seen him out and about. They say, oh, Kanye spotted. But I don't know that he's pushed anything else out there. So that's what's up, Viper. Just send it on through. Man, this is crazy. I just basically, again, want to say this in closing. It's not just because they drunk the juice and they got a tummy ache. I believe that's a part of it, but there's something that is more strategic with the timing that's going on. There's something that's more planned with the timing, because why does it happen at these specific moments? So-and-so was performing. So-and-so was on the court. So-and-so was playing. You notice that it always happens when they're seen in the public. It's almost like it's one big publicity stunt, like I was saying. You know, so-and-so was filming, like with Jamie Foxx. All of this takes place when they're seen, and oh my goodness, and they can make a big publicity stunt and make money and generate buzz over this. Because, you know, if it was just for them drinking the juice and having a tummy ache, how come we're not seeing an increase of this taking place with celebrities while they're just chilling? They're nowhere. And I know that's what happened with supposedly with Tori Kelly. She was out at a restaurant and she was not feeling well. She had her blood clots and boom. You know, I understand there's different scenarios of this, but a lot of this stuff and this timing, like, why did this take place right before she was about to release an EP? And this is what I keep trying to say. This happened with Jamie Foxx right before he got a new movie coming on. This happened with Bronny James right before he was supposed to go to the next level in his basketball career. This happened with Little Durk right before Little Durk was about to have a concert. Y'all notice the timing? So can somebody explain that to me? Why is it that the timing is extremely strategic and convenient if it's because they drunk the juice and they had a tummy ache? If it was simply that. Yeah, what's up? What's up, The Juice Show? No sugarcoat topics. That's what's up. The Jew says it's his time to pay up to their God, Satan. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. And like I said, everyone has an expiration date. What happened with your boy? I can't believe I forgot his name. Hold on. Big Pokey. You remember Big Pokey in Texas? One of the innovators of the chop and screw hip hop, right? Y'all remember with Big Pokey, and it just showed he was performing, and all of a sudden he just breathed his last breath and he fell out. And then everybody want to say it had something to do with the juice. And I don't know if there was any update. And let me just explain something to you. The number one symptom you're going to have is cardiac arrest when somebody falls out. Okay, that's what happens with a stroke. That's what happens with anything. It's going to be cardiac arrest. It's not going to be any other major medical situation. It's going to be cardiac arrest. Okay, it may be things that lead to it. It may be things in combination. But again, you're going to have your heart stop. That's what's going to cause you to fall out. When the heart stops, that's when you fall out. You don't fall out if other organs don't, if your heart is still going. Okay, remember what happened with Damar Hamlin? The so-called hit caused his heart to stop. Remember, he was still standing. His heart was still beating, and then when it stopped, he fell. Okay, so of course, cardiac arrest is going to be the number one symptom, and that's why everybody's going that it's solely the juice. And again, I'm not excluding them drinking the juice and having a tummy ache. I'm including that, but there's a reason and a strategic timing that is far greater than just that. You got to think what agenda, what goal would the powers that be have to have this happen to all of these famous people, right when they could be generating revenue? Why would they sacrifice the money that they're about to make? Oh, wait, did I say the word sacrifice? But people don't think that it's a sacrifice. And I broke down with Sinead O'Connor, her son. It's a sacrifice. Think about how many people right now are going to go buy Sinead O'Connor stuff because her time is up. And I told y'all, a lot of the OGs in the game, like Sinead O'Connor, and I showed y'all in my show, Fame, the F word Fame. Because I tried to do a YouTube short of it, and YouTube was just not allowing me to put it out. I tried to change it. I tried to do it so y'all could see it. She said it back in 1988. What's going to happen? She was interviewed. What's going to happen if you get famous? And she was like, oh, I don't know. Fame, fatal fame. She said it. So she knew her time was up. And I alluded to that's what led to the mental issues, because she already knew the price that she had to pay. She probably already knew what's going to happen to her son, her child to stay in the industry. A lot of people notice they can't take it. Sometimes they get into situations to get to. I told y'all it's grimy out here in these industry streets. And people think that it's just solely one aspect. They think it's solely just because of this and just because this happened and that happened. And there's so much more. And she alluded to that. And I described that. And she alluded to how she felt like a zombie. And there was no point in her going on since her son was no longer with her. So I talk a lot about these things, but they got to pay up. You cannot get into this industry. I don't care if you're an educator, you're a scientist, you're a doctor, you're a chef. You go into landscaping, you go into business, Shark Tank. I don't care what you do. You hit that certain point, you're done. You sign a deal, you're done. You go in corporate America, you want to move up to a certain point, you're done. So these people have these situations happen because of a greater reason, and it's going to be a lot more. You're going to see an increase of this. I cannot explain this better. Do not be surprised if you see an increase of this. I've been saying this lately. So when you see this happen, more and more celebrities, and people are going to be like, oh, it's because they drunk the juice and they got a tummy ache. It's a far greater reason. These industries, they want to shut them down, just like they have Hollywood shut down right now. You notice how there is no sign, there is no end in sight of any type of negotiation. Okay, this is by design, so that they can implement the next phase of this. And when I do my next show in a few, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna turn back around and go live in a few minutes. I'm gonna put the thumbnail out, so y'all gonna know I'm about to go live because I'm gonna put the thumbnail out. I gotta talk to y'all about it. I wanted to do it earlier, but I don't know. Sometimes they be monitoring, these agents be monitoring my channel super hard, and that was one of the times. So It's pretty much what I got to say with this. I don't trust none of them. Yeah, the juice. Look, the juice topics know what time it is. Talking about the devil always comes to collect. Y'all know what time it is. So, like I said, the OG celebrities may still be around for a while. A lot of their expiration dates were based upon 50 years, 60 years. So a lot of them are elderly or whatever and look like it's just natural causes and boom. And it very well may be. It's like, hey, you can spend the rest of your life here, natural causes. But when you're done, your soul is mine, Shang Tsung. Your soul is mine. Shang Tsung wins. Fatality. Excellent, excellent. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Noob say bot. So, I just broke it down like a pound, and this is crazy, man. It's just so much going on. I don't even know what to say. So I'm gonna try to stay on the job. I really want to get back. I know y'all cracking up. Hey, y'all know I do great impersonations. I mean, you can't tell me I don't sound like Shang Tsung. Your soul is mine. Shang Tsung wins. Fatality. Excellent, excellent. Whoopsie. Noob Sabot wins. Whoopsie. So anyway, I'm going to get into that in just a second. Stay tuned. Look out for the thumbnail. If you see the thumbnail, please go ahead and hit notify me. Again, for some reason, I'm running a skeleton crew, and I'm so thankful when I see new people. The Juice Show, no sugarcoat. You're always welcome here, man. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. It looks like you got a show. I need to check out and see if you actually have a channel. Do you have a yeah, you do have a channel. That's what's up. You do have a channel. So I'm just putting it out here. The Juice, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down to collab. So if you would like to have me on your show as a guest, let me know. If I can also have you on my show, my door is open. Just let me know. Co-host or whatever. I'm down. If you down, we got to get the word out. Okay? I'm going to check out your content. And like I said, I see you got a channel. I just subbed to it. So, I'm going to check out your channel. And I get some free time and listen to your content. But just let me know if that's something that you're down for. Like I said, you're here. I know everything doesn't happen by mistake. I know God does not make mistakes. So, it is what it is. That's just something I'm putting out there. And, if you want, we can discuss behind the scenes. But, hey, I put it out there. So, with that being said, I'm pretty much going to get out of here so that I can turn back around and really talk about what I want to talk to you about. There's some other things that I want to talk about, but I don't know if I'm going to take the time to do it. I've got some life coaching appointments I got to get to, and I don't want to burn myself out too. So, you know how I be going hard in the paint. You're so welcome, Steven. So I'm about to go get breakfast. Yes, it is currently 1:39 Eastern Standard Time, and I have not eaten breakfast yet because I make sure I fast a lot of times when I go live. It is what it is. Just make sure that I'm hearing clearly, seeing clearly, I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? Not say you can't eat, but you know what I'm saying. So, look, Shelly told me I need to get to the grocery store, but it's raining. Man, hey, y'all, ain't that the worst when you got to go grocery shopping with the rain? That's the worst, man. Like, you getting rained on, getting in the store, getting out, the cart getting wet, all your bags and stuff getting wet. You got to load that sucker up, especially if you got to get like a bunch of groceries, right? A few bags, no big deal. You can just carry a few bags, have an umbrella, and run in. I'm talking about you got a cart full of groceries. You got to run in. You know what I'm saying? Everything wet, bags wet. Then you got to bring all that water in your house and stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the worst. It ain't too bad when you're in the store, but it's just when you come out, you be like, man. Like me, if I know it's gonna rain or storm or something like that, and I gotta go, I try my best to go before it does. I mean, you're not always able to catch it like that, but I try to go. That's just another little side note. I feel your pain, Shelly. I feel your pain. So, like I said, with that being said, I'm going to be back. Okay. My bad. So the juice show no sugarcoat topics. Okay, so you're a woman. My apologies for putting you into a male category. I'm glad you clarified it. Like I said, I'm trying to run the show, and I just subbed to your channel, and I didn't really have time to really check things out and see what's up. But thank you for clarifying that. You said you'll be back. You'll share. Please do, and I'm gonna take a look at your stuff and see what I can share as well. Like I said, at first glance, I like what you were showing. Just a couple of the titles and stuff that I seen. Again, I have to thoroughly go through, but let me know. We can collab. We got to stick together. This is what we got to do. And if I can help your channel grow, I'm down for it. You can help my channel grow. Okay, so we can do that co-host thing, like I said, and we can come together about certain topics and stuff, and we can go live together as well. There's a lot of stuff we could do. So with that being said, I am going to get out of here. Like I said, yes, definitely go watch Enola Holmes, y'all. Go watch Enola Holmes. Let me put it back on the screen real quick. What did I do? I don't know. I took it down. Hold on a second. Just put this on the screen so y'all can see. Go watch Enola Holmes. It will help y'all to see things and understand things about wordplay. Enola Holmes is the sister of Sherlock Holmes. So many people know about Sherlock Holmes and his ingenuity. Enola Holmes is the sister, so you're going to see a lot of the twists on that. And then, like I said, the lady here, this was Beatrix from Harry Potter. And you got a lot of great cast, and then you got Henry Cavill, which is Superman and The Witcher. That's what he's more formally known. Millie Bobby Brown, she is Enola Holmes here in the middle. She's most popularly known from Stranger Things as 11 from Stranger Things. So it's a good cast. Check it out. If y'all are okay, put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Because very rarely do I push certain films. All right, so it's here in the chat. I'm gonna put this up on the screen. Okay, make sure y'all watch that. This is what it is. My Instagram is Brainwaves, the juice. If y'all looking for my social media, and it's linked here on my YouTube channel banner image. It's just Brainwaves. That's my IG. BRAINWAVEZ. Brainwaves. That's my IG. You can pretty much find me Brainwaves everywhere. Look, not hard to find. If you do a search for me, I told y'all I'm an artist as well, so I'm not just saying it. If you Google me, as they say, Google me, baby. They used to say that back in the day. I know it's old now, it's archaic, but that's what you say. I come up as a music artist. You see I'm on Apple Music, iHeart, Deezer, my website, Brainwaves, Instagram profile. See right here, it's not hard to find me. YouTube is Brainwaves Advice Topics LLC, which is my business. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on TikTok. I'm all over the place. I'm on Twitter. I don't use a lot of these platforms anymore because they did a lot of shadow banning and stuff like that. But it's not hard to find me. But definitely watch it. Y'all will enjoy it. It'll help y'all understand seeing things in code and riddles and breaking stuff like that down. So in any case, let me get out of here so I can come back shortly. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the new people being here. You're kindly welcome. Do not be a stranger. Feel free to comment. Feel free to be here. Definitely subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please hit the like button on your way in or out. Make sure you hit the notification bell and select all, not personalized, all. If you do not get notifications when I go live, try to unsubscribe from me, immediately resubscribe to me, and then select the notification bell and hit all. Hopefully you'll get notified. If you just happen to be on my page, I put out content daily, whether it's a YouTube short, it's an actual video, or a live stream. So if you go more than a day or two and you're like, hey, I haven't seen anything from Brainwaves, just know you're just not getting notifications. And then you might want to try the latter. You can also support the work hitting the PayPal and Cash App. I have them in the bottom right corners of the screen. I have Venmo as well. That's in the description box. I literally have links there. You don't even have to type nothing in. You could be on the phone. You could be on your tablet. You can be on a computer or a laptop. All you got to do is either tap or click the links and it'll take you straight to the payment platforms. $1, $5, $10. I'm going to say it like somebody in the Asian community. $1, $5, $10, $1 million. I appreciate all of it. I'm also a life coach. So if you're going through any type of situation, if you need to make business moves, career moves, you want to know what's going on with a person, et cetera, this is what I also do. And we can talk via video chat, video recording, phone conversations, and in person in the local Atlanta, Georgia area. Again, look in the description box, or more simply, just go to brainwaves.com. I got you. So that's what's up, the juice. When you find me on Instagram and follow me, send me a message and let me know it's you so I can follow you back. If your name is not the Juice Show or whatever. If it's something different on Instagram, just send me a message. Let me know it's you from YouTube, and that way I can follow you back. All right. So I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate the support. With that being said, I'm about to get out of here and I'll send you away. Please stay tuned. I'm coming right back shortly. I'll be back probably within an hour's time or less. Okay. I'm going to go get something to eat, see what I can take care of in between time, and then I'm going to come back and go live. With that being said, I'm going to send you all away with love, with blessings, and with light.